The never-ending stay. Patrick, let's play What If, says SpongeBob one quiet afternoon. What if pickles could sing and dance? What if I ate a pickle while it was singing and dancing? Jokes Patrick. What if I were Patrick and you were SpongeBob? Asks SpongeBob chuckling. What if you were SpongeBob and I was Patrick? Yells Patrick. Patrick, I am SpongeBob, and you are Patrick. Oh yeah, answers Patrick. Just then, there was a knock at the door. SpongeBob opens the door. SpongeBob, it's me, your cousin, Todd, says the sponge at the door. I have a cousin named Todd? Says SpongeBob. Sure do. Todd SquarePants, at your service. It's so good to see you, family member, says Todd as he hugs SpongeBob. Can I come in? Sure, says SpongeBob. Wow, this is great! My old cousin has come for a visit, Patrick! Todd drags 3 large chunks into SpongeBob's pineapple and plops himself on the couch. You don't mind if I stay for a few days, do you? Asks Todd. A few days? Asks SpongeBob. If that's okay, says Todd. SpongeBob thinks for a minute. It'll be fun to have some company, and besides, Todd is his cousin. Absolutely, says SpongeBob. I'll take your trunks into my room, and you can sleep here on the couch. Patrick and SpongeBob drag Todd's unbelievably heavy trunks out of the way while Todd turns on the TV and starts watching soap operas. Todd takes off his shoes and lies across the entire couch, leaving SpongeBob and Patrick nowhere to sit. Within seconds, the smell of Todd's incredibly stinky feet fills the room, and it keeps getting stinkier. Within minutes, Squidward yells through the window to complain about the awful smell. Shh! I think that's Todd's feet you're smelling, SpongeBob whispers, pointing to the culprits. We have to be nice to him. He's my cousin and he's a guest. Squidward stomps off, trying to put distance between him and the smell. When it's time to watch Merman Man and Barnacle Boy, Todd hogs the remote control and growls at SpongeBob. Not wanting to miss an episode, SpongeBob and Patrick go over to Patrick's Rock. When SpongeBob returns later that night, the whole pineapple is a mess. There is food all over the floor, and smelly socks are hanging everywhere. This guy is getting on my nerves already, says SpongeBob under his breath. Days pass, and Todd never moves off the couch. Want to go jellyfishing? SpongeBob asks him on Tuesday. Maybe boarding school? He asks on Wednesday. How about going to get a Krabby Patty? He practically begs on Thursday. No, says Todd every day. Finally, after 3 weeks, SpongeBob can't take it anymore. Patrick, we have to do something, says SpongeBob to Patrick. I know he's family, but this guy won't leave, so we're going to have to move him. Where to? Asks Patrick. To Rock Bottom, exclaims SpongeBob. I'm not going to Rock Bottom. Says Patrick. No, Patrick, explains SpongeBob. We'll put him on the bus to Rock Bottom. By the time he figures out how to get back, I'll have a new my door. But inside, while hanging some socks in the window, Toad overhears the whole plan. Oh no! The next day, Patrick arrives at SpongeBob's house, ready to put the plan into action. The plan: catch Todd in a jellyfishing net and ship him off to Rock Bottom. Patrick rings the doorbell. I'll get it! Yells SpongeBob to Todd, who's in the bathroom. As SpongeBob opens the door, Todd runs up behind him. He has shaved his beard, removed his glasses, and stolen a pair of SpongeBob's pants. They now look exactly alike. Patrick comes in ready to swoop his jellyfishing net on Todd, but he can't tell which one is Todd. Patrick, it's me, SpongeBob! Cries SpongeBob. Patrick, it's me, SpongeBob! Yells Todd in a perfect SpongeBob voice. SpongeBob panics. Oh no! Patrick! Patrick, remember when we rode inside his rocket? Wails SpongeBob desperately. No! Answers Patrick, too nervous to remember anything. Remember when we went to boarding school together? No! Remember? No! Todd chimes in. Remember when he kept saying no to that SpongeBob imposter? Yes! Cries Patrick. You must be SpongeBob! Patrick lowers the net on SpongeBob, shoves a sock in his mouth, and puts him on the bus to Rock Bottom. When Patrick gets back inside, he finds Todd, who he thinks is SpongeBob. Wow, that was a close one, says Patrick. Sure was, says Todd in his Todd voice, but Patrick doesn't notice. A few minutes later, Todd puts his glasses back on. Patrick doesn't notice. A few hours later, Todd's beard has grown back. Patrick doesn't notice. And as he is getting ready for bed, Todd takes off his shoes. Patrick hears Squidward yell about the awful smell, and something starts to happen inside Patrick's brain. Patrick knows something is wrong. His brain works harder than it ever has before. I've got it! Patrick yells. You're SpongeBob and I'm Patrick! He exclaims, relieved. Just then, SpongeBob boarders enter the front door. Patrick! Don't believe him! I'm SpongeBob, your old friend, and he's the imposter! Prove it, challenges Todd. Okay, let's go down to the Krusty Krab. I'd love to have you make me a Krabby Patty, Todd. I mean, SpongeBob. Todd realizes he doesn't know how to make a Krabby Patty and will be discovered. Fine, I admit it. I am Todd, he says. And I'm obviously not wanted here amongst my own family. Good day! And he finally leaves. SpongeBob and Patrick go over to Patrick's Rock to let the smell filter out of SpongeBob's house. How did you get back from Rock Bottom so quickly? Asks Patrick. We never made it to Rock Bottom, explains SpongeBob. I took the smelly Todd sock he stuffed in my mouth and waved it around the bus. The bus driver thought we hit a stinkfish and stopped. Then I ran. SpongeBob and Patrick laugh. Just then they hear a knock. Come in, yells Patrick. That's when Patrick's cousin Ed begins his 14-week stay in Bikini Bottom. The end.